lovely souls. So, I am all about justice, and one place that justice definitely is having free reign with and fun with is ACS. Now, if you are a parent with a past ACS case where you did not get your justice and you're watching this, well, I hope that this gives you some insight into how to get justice for things that have taken place that should be, should be brought to attention, especially if, family court made a decision that negatively impacted your family and you're trying your hardest to rebuild your family in your own life. And the people who have, broken your family up are refusing to take accountability. Well, we're going to get an update on ACS, all right? We're going to be using the original tarot deck. This is a very special deck, you guys. She doesn't lie. Sis always keeps it real, okay? And we're going to be clarifying with the relationship oracle deck and things like that. All right? And let's get started. By the way, how are you guys doing today? Today, you guys, I'm doing pretty well. I'm accepting my authenticity by being okay with my beautiful emotional range of expression. So this is helping me be able to create more, So my creativity is really expanding. How are you guys doing today? Definitely leave it in the comments. I do care to know. But let's get into updates on ACS. Ooh, 10 of Pentacles, the Death, and Page of Cups. Five of Swords, supported by 2 of Cups, and underneath is the Justice. Underneath the Justice is the 5 of Cups. So, what I'm putting up, let me get some clarifier cards, because I want to make sure I get what's the overall energy supporting 10 of Pentacles and Death? God dang. We have Balance in reverse. These don't normally come out like that. And Reflection, Transparency, and First Chakra. All right, you guys, we getting that tea. Let's get into it. So, with 10 of Pentacles and Death and Balance, ACS has definitely not been managing their finances properly. ACS did not prepare for instability of this kind, where they would be challenged to the point that they would look into their bank accounts and then realize we don't have enough money. ACS and CPS has been mismanaging their funds. So this stability that they were once used to, they didn't expect for them to lose financial support. Especially, for so long, ACS and CPS has been able to be able to logically get away with endangering children's safety with the first chakra. But a lot of these people they're having so much conflict within their own relationships. They're getting karma for that. And they're getting these offers of immaturity. So it's like, not only are their home situations experiencing a lot of conflict, a lot of these ACS, CPS caseworkers are experiencing abuse in their relationships. They're not having a lack of safety. They're not having a sense of safety at work or in the workplace. So it's like, no matter where they go, they're constantly being reminded of things with transparency. They're being reminded of things that they do not want to talk about. it's like they, ACS, CPS representatives, they're being hit in the romantic area. They're starting to see with reflection and transparency. They're starting to see how their lack of sense of safety, they've been projecting that onto others. And it's because they don't have a sense of safety. They may dress nice, they may speak elegantly, but literally, behind closed doors, these people are suffering. With this Page of Cups, these ACS caseworkers are coming out their house acting like everything is okay, but part of their karma that's going to get them, force them to admit the truth of what's been going on behind the door, the closed doors of ACS CPS, is a lot of them are in abusive relationships that's going to tear them apart, you know? Because these abusive relationships with this Five of Pentacles, they can't leave these relationships. They're codependent on these relationships to the point that their money is tied to some very abusive partners. So literally, these ACS caseworkers are so focused on trying to get a sense of freedom from being heavily investigated, and they're trying to get away from these abusive relationships. Either way, there's no sense of safety anywhere they go. This is heavy. So I see we're talking about the people that have been, this card reading is definitely pointing to the interpersonal relationships of the ACS CPS caseworkers, representatives, and how it's showing up in their work. So this is where, you know, you're able to see a little bit more clearer how they're bringing their home life to work, all the while wearing a mask. Everything's okay, but underneath, they're worried about, how am I going to be able to get this amount of money to go such and such, to get away from such and such, or I have a child with such and such, and they're stuck in abusive relationships because they don't have any support. A lot of these people that these ACS, CPS caseworkers are connected to don't trust them. So it's like they're afraid of starting over from scratch. They don't have, you know, any support at work because every other ACS, CPS caseworker is trying to clear their name connected to any scandal that's coming out. And for all of you guys who have been releasing information, thank you. All right. Five of Wands and Seven of Pentacles and King of Pentacles. Let's get, yeah, okay. This King of Pentacles wanted to show itself. So I want to show it to you guys. Let's clarify the Five of Wands. All right, you guys. So what I'm definitely picking up here with the Five of Wands and commitment, everybody in ACS and CPS is basically kind of like a sorority house where murder has taken place, and everybody is working hard to cover up the fact that a murder has taken place. It's kind of like a group of friends, metaphorically, go out, decide to just have a good time, and instead of it ending up, everybody goes home and is able to have a good memory. They're going home with, let's hide the fact that we accidentally killed somebody. So these people are turning on each other. Yo, that's what ACS ain't gonna talk about, child. They don't trust each other. Like, they used to go from ha ha kiki and laughing. Now they kind of trying to make sure ain't nobody saying certain things around another CPS, ACS representative, because they don't know who's an infiltrator, willing to admit their secrets, because they got people in ACS, CPS willing to get out information so that they can have less jail time than some. They got people in ACS willing to make a deal so that they can have a more cushionable jail sentence. So that it's more like, I gotta watch my back now. You know what I'm saying? We have third eye chakra, sixth chakra, and 2 of swords. So these people are very confused. And those who are involved in the esoterics, well, their intuition is blocked. So before, if they were able to make calculated decisions and they would know when to not be at certain places at certain times, let's just say some ACS caseworkers are ending up at the wrong place at the wrong time. Interesting how that works out, right? Then we have Divine Masculine and Knight of Pentacles. So some of these ACS, CPS representatives were so focused on romance, toxic feminines, apathetic, jealous, envious females who work for ACS were so focused on having a romantic connection that they were willing to put their life on hold to the point that ain't nothing been taken off of them. So some of them started, looking, they started paying attention to how things were turning out for them in their life. And they started taking their exasperations and frustrations of failed romances out on clients. I'm one of them. Yes. With freedom and 7 of Pentacles. Now that ACS is being so heavily investigated, and they wish they had just, went to some counseling, had someone they could trust to talk about the things that have been going on at work, they're not getting a moment of privacy with the 7 of Pentacles and freedom. They're not getting a moment of privacy in their own homes, at the workstation. They're not able to fucking breathe. These people want nothing to do with ACS, CPS at this point in time. Because what once was so comfortable and, where they could just say, I work for ACS, and people would be afraid and act like they were these robots with their children. Now people like, and nobody wants shit to do with these people. So some of these people are trying to hide the fact that they work for ACS. Interesting how that works, okay? We have authenticity and Knight of Swords. So a lot of these people are, these ACS, CPS caseworkers are starting to connect to their logical side. However, when they try to be authentic so that they can connect with authentic people, so that they can share the woes that they feel of having to be involved in such a scandal as ACS is being connected to child sex trafficking, they're not being well received. They're being received as, okay, so I feel as if you're trying to manipulate me. Because you go from here, you go from showing this openness to closing off. So what's happening is ACS caseworkers are realizing they have emotional blockages and they're not able to connect with true, genuine people because they don't know how to be authentic. So whenever they try to connect with individuals using logic, they run genuine people away. So they're experiencing a lot of severe grief and loneliness. With the sun and the second chakra. So these people are doing their very best. Some of them are developing addictions with navigating your life through your emotions, enjoying the sensual world. Some of them are developing addictions because they're coming down so hard with severe depression. Some of them are having suicidology because they do not know how to get away from having their names being connected to ACS, CPS, that some of them are developing hardcore addictions because the guilt they feel from choosing their selfish wants and needs and desires over the welfare of the children. So some of them might overdose because they don't have anyone genuine to talk to about what's going on. And also, they have people that's monitoring them so closely to the point that it's like people, they're like, look, don't tell what's going on in this. Like I said, it's like a sorority. It's like the guilt is eating them alive to the point that they're like, oh shit, bro, I need to talk to somebody about this. But every time they try to talk to someone who's genuine, the genuine people don't want shit to do with them. And the non-genuine people just checking to make sure you ain't say nothing, right? So it's kind of like either keep quiet or, it's like you got people in ACS, CPS willing to kill each other to keep secrets because they got a lot to lose. Then with surrender and the King of Pentacles, they have lost funding. Overall, ACS, CPS has lost so much funding. Their private donor is not going to be giving money to an organization that can make them look bad. See? Let's get a final message. Y'all, it is warm and toasty out here, and I got, Lord knows, it's warm and toasty. Warm 1818. Okay, that angel number, if you have a case coming up, that angel number will have some sort of significance to you, okay? If you are curious, it's warm and toasty. It's one of them days where you ever grew up in the South, or I don't know if they do this everywhere, but where it's so hot, everybody just walking around with no clothes on. It's one of them days, y'all. And child. All right, so to end this reading, we are blessed with the charity and transparency. Anyone connected to your case, ACS, CPS representative, they know that if you are being honest in every way possible, you are going to win your case. So anything that they have tried to do to keep you, in confusion with this 8 of Swords here, it's only because they don't have a sense of safety. And they are so messy at this point. They're getting caught in every way possible. These people are so paranoid at this point. Some of them are contemplating suicide just to get away from the mess that they have made. They're being forced to confront how they have had a role to play, and children are feeling safe. With curiosity and Ace of Swords, let's just say people been digging so deep into ACS, and there's so much more to discover. ACS is going to be fully investigated until everything comes to the light. These people is not going to have any privacy for the rest of their lives. I don't care if it takes 13 years for everything to come out. ACS is going to be so heavily investigated, even when it's closed. People's skeletons, even if they're dead at this point. If you had somebody who had Employee of the Month, bruh, it's going to be dug up that Employee of the Month had an opportunity to do such and such, and they did not. And with the strength and the Three of Cups, if ACS has been gang stalking you, no worries. You are getting the support you need that's not going to turn your back on you. Anyone who's been gang stalking you from ACS to keep your mouth shut, let me tell you, these people turn on each other so fast. They're willing to do anything to keep a false sense of security. So, ACS, I hope you guys enjoyed this. And if you're someone who has a case with ACS, keep putting a fire under that ass, please. And if you are a parent who has had, like, you know, a case that ACS was saying we can't overturn it, yes, they can. Put a fire under their ass to the point they're forced to do it. Because there's no reason. These people should not be cleaning up everything. In fact, ACS, you're going to have to right every wrong that you have done. And we're going to see it all the way through, baby. When I say we're going to see it all the way through, ACS, I don't care if you know, you ACS, CPS representatives, I don't care if you get sick with cancer and you on your deathbed. We're going to make sure that even if in your obituary, it comes out how you set kids up to become victims of child sex trafficking. You understand? I don't care if you had a good reputation for 17 years. Anything that you did, your whole reputation will be discredited. Understand? We're going to make it so on your obituary, everyone knows how you did not protect children. So, if you are watching from ACS CPS, it's an honor to have you on my channel watching my videos, and I hope you enjoy the content that I'm putting out.